Let's go. What's up, bro? We got a podcast in the Metaverse, bro.
Yeah. Who knew that this is what it was all building up to through the entire first season? And now we are here kicking off season 2 with all of you guys, a live studio audience.
Let's go. Every Tuesday.
A podcast. We didn't even know what was happening. We were 15 episodes into this.
It seems to be helping and impacting a lot of people. We'll see you every Tuesday on the Well Metaverse podcast. Peace.
I don't know why I chuck deuces. Like I don't chuck deuces. What was that?
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day, sir.
Thanks, man. That is a little weird. What happened Valentine's Day?
Hey, at least I'm not the only one. That's where James Sturminator saying happy Valentine's Day. What do we do for Valentine's Day? I don't know. Like I had some coffee with my wonderful bride this morning. We do that every day though. Mikey says hello everyone. Micah
What's
is
happening,
most
Micah?
recently knighted in producer. Yeah, Kimberly. Happy Mad Respects Day. All right.
Kimberly Ann.
Yeah. Happy V-Day. Lunar, good to see you.
What's up? What it do?
And Purple Tim says howdy.
Purple Tims.
Yeah, man. So how
Let's
you doing,
go,
Jason?
dude. It's Valentine's Day. You got your suspenders on the outside.
That's
He's
right.
like-
That's right.
He is ready for all the sexiness.
Yeah. I'm bringing suspenders back.
Yeah. Dude, so I'm curious to know, how does your wife feel about your suspenders, man?
So I think they're growing on her, to tell you the truth. Like she comes up and like grabs them and stuff, and she likes them. And but initially her initial gut feedback was, well, those age you. Like people always told me that I'd turn into my dad. Like I skipped that and turned right in my grandpa.
Dude, that's funny. Oh, that's funny, man.
Yeah, happy Valentine's birthday. J Bag says, is it your birthday? Is it or is
Oh, I
there a
think he's saying,
reference?
is it Saint Valentine's birthday?
Is that what it is? Yeah,
I don't know. We have explain, JJ, please.
Yeah. This is not probably the best source for historical context.
Right. Yeah.
Valentine's Day. What
He
is
is
it?
exposing
Is it his
how much we
birthday?
don't know.
I don't know.
We're panicking like, what is it?
Yeah.
Too funny. Oh, it was autocorrect.
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
All right. See,
So we're not as dumb as we think.
That's how that happens.
That's great.
Yeah.
We're not dumb. You just can't spell. Thanks, man. That is
Oh
appreciate
man. So we missed you on Friday in World. I know you were on an airplane, but AM Andrew Money came in and we got to hang out with him and chat, and then we went over to Domino's and played a little bit. Oh yeah, it's AM Domino's. It was a good time.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I hate I missed it, man. We were smack dab on the plane. It's funny. As soon as I landed, I was like, I wonder what they're doing in the world now. I wonder what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like I need some Wi-Fi. I need my Oculus. What's going on?
Yeah. Well, we did that, and then also actually Friday was a big day because we did that, and then we published the new Soapstone HQ. The headquarters is live. Yeah.
Let's go.
So,
dude, how was the rollout, man?
Speaking of Domino's, this was the Victor at Domino's.
Wow.
Yeah, we said
Jackie, that's only because I was not there.
Yeah, I don't know. She's got it. Like I mean, me, her, and Andrew Money, and I forget who else was sitting at the table, but 4 of us sat down, and we were all players. And she took it home. Took 10 million of Andrew's credits. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sturm likes the new headquarters because we got a broom in there, and on the bottom of the broom it says Sturm, keeping it clean. So he's responsible for coming in there at least once a day and sweeping up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's go, Stern.
Micah says HQ looks really nice. Yeah, boy, the team of folks that I get to work with on the building process, and Jason, because it's the same folks that worked with you on Jason Earls Productions.
Yes,
Man,
sir.
like there's such a. This is the first time I've said this phrase, but it just came to me. There's a humble excellence about them that, like, they'll grasp a vision and know what we're trying to achieve in a space, and then just knock it out of the park. And if we have to pivot or change a little bit, they're able to do that. It's amazing. Yeah, Inspire Create Labs, and of course,
Yeah, but that's how they are. There's this phrase that how you do one thing is how you do everything.
Yeah.
And dude, being around them, it's like that's just what they do, man. It's even in simple conversations, you get the grasp of excellence and attention to detail and care that they have. I don't know why I started talking like this all of a sudden. Yeah, I was recording a video. And I'm like, why do I keep doing that?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they are some awesome killer people, man.
Yeah. Corbin shouting out my suspenders. Oh, the whole reason I brought up the HQ is because Ace the Bass, like he flooded the place with all these inside jokes, and things out of Soapstone history, which is super cool. And in my office hanging there is a Soapstone t-shirt with suspenders on it.
That is great.
He's like, I hope you're really liking those suspenders because they're just part of you now.
That's funny, man. Dude, yeah, it's what's funny is I didn't even it didn't have suspenders on.
Wow, I lost you through that. I think it was me, but maybe everybody did.
And we're both frozen.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm definitely seeing you freeze.
I'm not freezing.
Okay. Oh yeah, my camera is showing me all right, and you frozen. Your camera's showing you all right. The Jason point. Oh, is that?
That is great.
That is super funny.
Great.
Oh, okay. Sturminator clarifies that only Jason is frozen for him. So we have identified the problem. It's you. It's not me. It's you.
All right. Am I still frozen?
Actually, you seem all right now. But
first of all, I've been all right, brother. Let me just say that. Stern, now he's frozen. Wow, we're taking turns. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
am I good now, everybody?
I think we're good. Let
me know.
We might need to change the name of the podcast from Well Metaverse to Old Guys Navigating Technology. Oh, now you're totally frozen. All right. Oh, Howard's in the house. He says,
"What's up, Howard?"
Good. Yeah. Yeah, he's a cool dude. Yeah, so now do you guys do much for Valentine's Day or do you just is it just another day?
Brother, every day is Valentine's in my house, brother.
Nice.
On,
yeah,
sir.
6 kids.
Yeah. No, we typically we might do something. We typically we don't make too much big of a deal out of it, but I always get some type of, even when we were dating or just friends, actually, I would get like one little card or just something small. Nothing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not something. Just say, "Hey, girl, I'm thinking about you." I'm not.
Nice. You're not really celebrating Valentine's Day, but it's an excuse to do something special. For
yeah, we have. I don't know if you and Renee do this, but man, we've developed this habit of dating consistently. So and sometimes it's hard. It's hard for a lot of couples. Sometimes you don't even think about it, but we make an effort to do something. There it is again.
Yeah.
we make an effort to do something on once a week. Typically, we have a specific day that we typically do it on. Whether it's go out to eat, whether it's go for coffee, whether it's just sit down watch a movie together, it's always something on this particular day.
Yeah, we used to be better about that than we have been lately. Like, I think
Yeah,
because we're both working out of the house and like, I mean, we just spend 24/7, like within throwing distance of each other,
right.
you know? So to leave and go out and do something different, like we've probably let that slide a little bit. We should do that. But I mean, like every morning, with rare exception, we spend time in the living room, staring at our phones in the same room for a while.
Yeah, I take my wife out to eat so we can do that at a table
Okay, yeah,
in
it's
front of
it's
strangers.
it,
Yeah,
it is. It's better to do that in public than yeah. Yeah, so
yeah,
we'll
but
do that.
research says that dating consistently actually enhances the marital relationship. So there's certain things, and I actually talked about this past week. Is that there is this reality that in a marriage you're gonna have difficult moments. It's just, and so what's crazy is you got some people who try to act like they never have any marital issues. And like, if you try to act like that, there's some more damage than what you even realize.
Yeah, that's
Like,
that's
so
true.
everybody knows that you have difficulty. The question becomes, how do you manage or how do you interact in the midst of being the difficulties?
Yeah.
And so, just like our bodies, um, given give off chemicals and signals that say pain.
Mm.
They also give signals, hormones, endorphins that heal. The pain hormones actually block the healing hormones.
Really?
So that's why it's important when you're in pain, it's painkillers, not addictive painkillers, but like taking painkiller is important to stop the pain, because the more pain signals are going, the less your body is able to hear healing signals.
Wow.
So same thing in relationships. Like, there's certain things that are gonna send pain signals,
Hmm.
but you got to make sure that you do things that cause healing signals. And so dating consistently automatically does that. The more you date, the more you enjoy each other. When crap hits the fan, you can, like, hey, yeah, it's just part of life.
Yeah.
Let's just work through it. Let's not make a big deal out of it.
Yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense. And the other thing that kind of comes to mind to me is like when you spend time together consistently, you get to know each other. Like of course, if you've been married as long as you or I have, you know the other person.
Yeah,
But like if you're not consistently spending time enjoying each other's company, like that connection will start to um, spread. That connection will start to break apart a little bit.
indeed. Crazy thing is, man, the different things. So here's what Matt just said. Matt just said the best advice my parents gave me was never go to bed angry at each other. That's great. Now my wife and I have the same thing. That's why right now, like, we hadn't been to sleep in a week. Just we ain't gonna. Yes, that's hysterical, bro. Like, because
Yeah.
your response was a little delayed. I was like, dang, I guess I didn't set that one up too well.
There is a flip side to that argument though too. Like never let the sun set on your anger, but there's also, there's some pivotal conversations that have to happen in any relationship. And those conversations, like, they have to happen at the right time.
Mm,
And like, I mean, actually, I come back to like when I was deep in the midst of practicing alcoholism, you know,
Yeah.
and that was a huge issue in our relationship, and it caused behaviors that would also, uh, cause hardship, like me saying, "Oh, I'm going out to dinner and a couple beers in the with the boys," and then 3 a.m. rolling, after driving home drunk, you know,
Yeah.
like that, that's and you can bet like there was some anger
Yeah.
there,
Absolutely.
but I also was not in a point where I could have a serious conversation about any of that,
Yeah.
so it's, I think in general, the rule of don't let the sun set on your anger is a good one because it avoids the pitfall of not dealing with stuff.
Right.
But the flip side of it is you got to be in tune with the other person. And if they're not in a mental space to have that conversation, maybe not force it.
Yeah. What Terry and I do is if we're having one of those conversations that we know, like, oh, do we go to bed angry? It's we would talk enough about it, like to get it to a point where we know we're gonna have another discussion.
There you go. There you go.
It's like, hey, let's talk. All right, yep, I'm mad, you mad. Okay, let's talk through this.
Yep.
Just here's what the issue is. Here's what the issue is. All right, we'll talk about that tomorrow. I'm going to
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
bed.
Get it slated to where, hey, we're going to have
Right.
this conversation. But, I just got off a plane after 32 hours of travel and work. Like right this second, yeah. Matt says, so it's like pick your battles. Kind of like pick your battles, but a little bit different. It's more like pick the timing of your battles. Like,
Right.
like
I declare that we will go to war tomorrow at 9:45.
Yeah.
Tonight we will have peace.
Micah says he can't go to bed completely angry with his partner. We have to have some kind of conversation. That makes sense. Like to have some kind of connection. Hey, I'm mad about this, and then at least have it on the radar, so to speak.
Absolutely. And just to allude to the verse that you alluded to, be angry and do not sin. Do not let the anger go down on your wrath. Again, the idea is like, yo, get it straight as soon as possible.
Yeah. That's right. So this is a whole different angle on it. Thomas Winters says a lot of people only know how to show their representative and not their true selves. Break down walls before you get involved. Yeah, kind of like
that rhyme too. Bars.
Oh, should we
Break
start
down
the intro music
before you
again?
get involved.
Man, I don't know. I think I feel like I had my headphones turned up just a little bit louder because like there was a little more low end in that intro song than there usually is. I was liking it.
That's great. Yeah, I like that, man. I remember my dad said, man, be yourself. When you're not yourself, you make it impossible for people to love you because you're giving them somebody else to love.
Yeah. That's.
But
I've heard you reference that a couple times, and every time you do it, I'm like, yeah, that's
yeah.
It's good.
But what I think one of the craziest things I've discovered about really love is I used to think it was an emotion, but it's not. It's a choice.
Yeah.
It's like when I chose to marry my wife, like we knew that we were getting married, and I was gonna choose to put up with her, the crap that I don't like that she does. She knew that she was choosing to put up with the crap that I do that she doesn't like.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, you choose to forgive because, you won't always feel like forgiving, but it's a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even when you don't feel like it. Have you, I know people don't like admitting to this real stuff, but like, dude, have have you gotten to at any point in the what you guys suspended, so y'all been married for 70 years? Like in the midst of y'all 70-year marriage, did you ever hit a season where the feelings weren't there?
Yeah, I mean, we went through some rocky patches where our relationship pivoted from, emotion or feeling to logic and mindset.
Yeah,
and that's not a good spot to be in.
right.
I mean, there was one point in our marriage where the conversation of divorce hit the table.
Yeah,
And there was literally discussion about, like, logical discussion about um should we stay married or get divorced. And I'll tell you, that's a terrible place to be, because there's no
indeed.
logical reason to stay married. Like, it's like that man, that's got to come from the heart. That can't come from the mind. Like,
Right.
yeah. But in all seriousness, we went through a period of time where that was just like on the table and a point of discussion. And at one point we got together and agreed that we had made a terrible mistake to bring that in as a possibility.
Yeah.
Because if that's the possibility, eventually that's always going to be the result. And so we took it off the table completely. No, we don't discuss what will this look like if we leave each other, if we get a divorce. Like, that's not in the cards at all.
Yeah, indeed. Yep. It's not even an option. I remember Terry and I hit a point where, and I said, man, I feel like if I would have known it was gonna be this rough, I probably would have waited to get married, if not got married at all. And she said, I feel the same way. I was like, wait, I make you feel like that? And I was like, so again, it was like, yo, let's talk through this. That's why on stage I always say, at first, we've been married for 22 years, but it's actually been, and people always clap. I'm like, that's not what you clap for. The question is, how many of them been happy years?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've been married for a very happy 21 and a half years. We just hit this rough patch, man, where it was like, yo, we're like, man, can I get a do-over? And it was like, yo, so since divorce isn't an option and we don't want to live miserable, let's work through these kinks that causing us to act like we're not feeling each other. Because clearly we are.
Mm-hmm.
We got married, so clearly we were excited about each other. What's getting in the way of our excitement?
Yeah. I mean, that's the serious part that doesn't make it onto the postcards that go out at Christmas time. That's the serious part that isn't in the brochure.
Right.
Like the fact that anybody who's been, you don't see the little Valentine's heart that says remember the other day.
Right. That's funny, bro. That is funny. So dude, that's a bit, dude. Yeah.
Oh man.
Instead of sweethearts, I wrote bitter thoughts.
Just bitter thoughts. Oh, and then they taste like soap or something. Bitter thoughts.
Like you act like your mama.
Suspenders ?
Dude, that is great, bro. That is so funny, man.
Yeah, that's
right there.
That is funny.
Stop snoring.
Yeah. Oh man.
That is great.
Oh man.
Yeah, that is too funny, man.
You got it. But that's
try
you got.
gargling.
Yeah. Mask is still mandatory in this house. That one might not fit on the heart. Oh man.
Oh, so Aaron left, y'all. That is great. That is too funny. Well, anybody else want to join in? Because clearly,
Just a quick break, you know.
hey boy, them Chinese balloons, man. I tell you.
So, all right. So I was telling Lolly this earlier today, but like Horizon Worlds has this beautiful montage of colors and happy little imagery that's all swirled together when you load in. It's this pastel wonderland, and like when I first saw it, I was like, "Oh, that's really nice," you know. But over the course of time being exposed to it, my perception of it has gotten darker and darker and darker. Now, like when I go in, I see like just this cat's head that's stuck on top of a pitchfork. I see this unicorn that's like vomiting rainbows and like just like all this weird stuff. And then today when I was in there, I was traveling and I'm looking up and I started playing Count the Chinese Spy Balloons. Like there's at least a dozen of them floating around in the sky. It's
Oh, that's hysterical.
Yeah.
That's funny, man.
Oh, and they know they've put dialogue in there, which I think is a really nice touch because it gives you something other than Chinese spy balloons to focus on. But one of them says, "Do you smell that?" I saw one shouting out the Very British Pub the other day. It was super cool. It said eating something at the Very British Pub. And I thought that was cool.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Oh, I ruined Corbin. He's never going to look at that the same. Oh, Norwal's. Yeah. They'll enlist anybody for the balloons. They've got Norwal's in there. Yeah.
That's too funny, man.
Yeah. Yep. Oh,
dude,
man.
That's a funny bit, dude. Bitter thoughts.
Bitter thoughts. Yeah.
Matt said that one says, "Do the dishes."
Yeah.
That's great, y'all. Hey, y'all, help us write that joke? What are some other things?
That's right.
Bitter thoughts, Candy. I love hearing y'all's thoughts. That's funny. Do the dishes.
Yeah. Oh no! I just see some of these comments from when I went away there for a second. Kimberly Ann says I laughed myself off the screen. And Alma, with her dark sense of humor, maybe the wife pulled the plug.
That's funny. That's another.
Oh man,
that's another thing.
Stop for. I don't know if he's making a suggestion or making a suggestion.
Another one says, "Shut up."
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, that's funny, man.
That is funny. Well, cool, man. I think I might. I don't know if she'll be down for it, but I might go see if Renee wants to go have lunch somewhere. Jackie Thompson says,
"Pick up
your socks." Yeah.
I don't like how sexist these are. It's all
about yeah. There's it feels like a lot of these are intended one direction there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Stop farting. Like maybe that could have been directed both ways there. Cool.
That's funny.
Cool. If she wants to. Oh yeah. Yeah. Quick suggestion here. All right, what do we got? Quick suggestion for maybe future Valentine's Day for the local barbershop group every February because they do singing. Oh, the barbershop quartet, huh? Do you ever know anybody on a barbershop quartet, Jason?
No, typically in the context that I grew up in, barbershop quartets have this certain uniform.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
typically, what do you call it? What's that? White. And
Yeah, funny. I have two friends that were in barbershop quartets.
Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Mr. Sandman, give me a drink. Mr. Sandman, give me a drink. Elvira, my heart's on fire.
So, there's a Key and Peele skit where they come into an a cappella group, you know.
I need to find that one, dude.
It's worth watching. It's like, yeah, those guys are funny.
Those dudes hilarious, man. One of the funny ones, the Obama skit shaking hands.
Oh, yeah.
Hysterical. The one where they're the sports introduction, they talking about their schools.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that stuff is great.
Tell you that handshake that they do, that's cool. And you know, the national news organization that recently came out and did a thing, that the anchor on it, the main guy doing the story, he's a black gentleman, and when they showed up at the door, you know, went around and kind of shook hands with people and that, and then, you know, grabbed his hand and pulled him in and
Yeah.
and hugged it out, you know, and he's like, this dude just pulled me in.
That's great.
That's great. Yeah. Good stuff. Oh, Oculus is wondering if he missed the live stream.
Yeah, technically, you actually did.
You did. Yep. Yeah, let's start over. All right. Here, we'll start over. Oh, this would have been so much better if it was smooth in doing it.
Hey, man, Oculus studio audience. That's crazy. Hey, man, Oculus, dude, you shut it down, man. This stuff, it ask your Q, speak your truth. He had a lot of great insight, man. It was so good.
Very cool.
Oh, I thought he was.
Yeah. Oh, the bad. Matheson says bad lip reading is always good. Well, hey, this has been a lot of fun.
It has been, dude.
Yeah,
it has been.
Yeah, I know you got lots cracking today, lots of good stuff going on. I've got a lot happening today. Most urgent of which, I got to go give my wife a hug and tell her we got to go on weekly dates now. Dr. Jason says.
Hey, just give it a try, man. Some small, everybody. Some small, nothing big. Some small. Even if you drive through, go to Target. You know, especially the older you get, you wear suspenders. So going to look at some washing machines.
Man, Costco.
Oh, dude, that actually is one of them, dude.
Yeah.
We'll go to Costco and then we'll stop. There's a couple of drive-throughs right after you leave Costco. That's what we do.
So I'll leave you with this quick story. So like, we were dreaming a little bit the other day, and we're like, you know what? We may very well end up having to go to LA sometime soon. Maybe after LA, we ought to go to Hawaii. You know, we'll be halfway there.
Yeah.
And so we started thinking about that, and it's like, ooh, that'd be cool. And then Renee says, you know, if we're starting from LA, you know, maybe we don't go to Hawaii, maybe we go to Fiji. And we're like, ooh, you know, that's just a little bit longer. Maybe we need to go to Fiji.
Yeah.
And again, we're dreaming about this. And then she's like, you know, maybe if we go to Fiji, you know, we're almost to Australia. I've always wanted to, maybe we just continue on and go to Australia after that. And I'm like, oh yeah. And then you can't just backtrack. You got to go around the globe. And, you know, so maybe we stop by like Africa and do some kind of safari, and maybe we stop by the UK and visit some of that place, and then come home. And we're like, wow, this this would be the trip of a lifetime. And then we ended up settling on going to Costco. So I
So
don't think,
good, dude.
that's
good, bro. Like you might as well stop in China.
oh wait, maybe do some hot air ballooning.
Pick up some balloons, man.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for everything. This has been so fun, and again, it's so great to be able to connect with all you as part of this wonderful community. All of us together, we're pretty well metaversed, or at least getting there.
Yeah.
Jason,
this was it. You suck.
All right, everybody. We'll see you Friday and/or next Tuesday.
Peace.